Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Hendy Rawan, and welcome, Bella, to our pre-onboarding meeting.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, how are you?
Very well.
Okay, so, well, sorry for the delay. So we are like
Yes, sir.
18 minutes late. Okay, so you have seen the pre-onboarding schedule, right?
Yeah, I already seen it, sir.
Okay, so okay, now for the first 5 minutes, please introduce a little bit about yourself and what is the good news that you have in the last week or so. Okay, please start.
Okay. Thank you for the kesempatan. First, my name is Beladina Elfitri. You can call me Bella, sir. And I am right now Bella.
Bella, okay.
Yeah, Bella. Right now I'm in my third year in informatics Telkom University, and I'm an analytical person with I could say that I have a high problem solving skills. I already become an practicum assistant in the GitLab Telkom University 30, and there I am assisting the students in the practicum, and then grading the students' practicum works. And if the student is having difficulty in their tasks when they're trying to solve it, they usually ask the practicum assistant how to solve it, and that is really training the problem solving skills that I have. And also I could say that I am a very communicative person. I often when I am become the laboratory assistant in the artificial intelligence laboratory, I often my college often asks me to become the MC of our event. Or
oh, really?
Yeah, but yeah, although it is a small event, but it's really it's really fun. And also I am a fast learner because I finished my high school in just 2 years. I took the acceleration program, and
wow.
And
so
then
how old are you now?
Was there?
So
Sorry.
how old are you now?
I am 19 years old right now. I just turned into 19 years old this April, and currently I built my knowledge on the machine learning things. I already have interest about artificial intelligence and machine learning since I am on my second year, I guess. It is the first time when I make a decision to join artificial intelligence laboratory, and I learned so many things there about the machine learning things, and it really impressed me. And I want to have a career on this field.
Okay. So
Um,
okay. So what are the good news? Recent good news that you have?
the recent good news.
Mm.
Uh, I guess is it good? Recent good news. I I think I already mentioned it before.
Oh,
Sorry.
really? I thought that was like telling a story
Uh,
about your education. What was the good news
oh,
before? Can you repeat that again?
um, my
It's like
good
the
news
last
is
week. Yeah. Yeah, just the good news part.
oh, the good news is uh, I I still right now maybe the good news is I tend to what is it? Maybe the good news is I uh, this April in this quarantine I am trying to make my time is more more berharga kayak
Mm.
like I I follow some of online course and
Oh, really? What kind of
uh,
online course?
it is just like in the skill academy before they
Okay.
give free 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 promo coupon like that, and
Mm.
I I take a programming foundation for data science there,
Mm.
and
In
uh,
Python? Using
yeah,
Python?
in
Okay.
Python, and it is also include the R language too, and
Mm.
um, yes, sir, and that R language is still new for me,
Mm. It's like MATLAB, right?
and I haven't using MATLAB yet.
Okay. Okay.
I cannot know the difference or the sameness. And
Okay.
also I think that it's just a good news that I can share it. These are
Okay. That's very nice. So make your time more worth now. So does that mean that your previous time is not worth it?
um actually I I have a really hard time for um expand my knowledge more because uh I have to attend the class, and then
Mm.
I need to work on the text that lecturer give to us, and then I also need and also I have a organization
Mm-hmm.
things to do, and then
What
in
organization?
the uh on the last year I becoming the laboratory assistant as secretary in the artificial intelligence laboratory, and
Mm-hmm.
also need to attend the practicum assistant, and also
Mm-hmm.
the practicum itself, and for me to learn more to build my CV, like to learn more for the career journey. It is a little bit hard because do not have much time to explore it,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and
So just one organization, AI Lab, or is there anything, any other organization?
uh yes sir, that just that.
Okay. But you are already very busy there, right?
Yeah, I think it is because about the time that I spend on the text, on the given text, and in the course
Okay.
material.
So too many assignments from the university, so you want less assignments. Okay. So thank you for the good news. And okay, after this, that will be my turn to share some good news. Okay. So what is good news? I think the good news is that I had sahur today, and my sahur was ayam goreng with what do you call it? Serundeng, yeah.
Oh, that was nice. That was also my favorite.
Oh, really? Okay. Fried chicken with serundeng, and also some of the chicken is eaten by my cat. So that's a good news as well.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So in all of our meetings, Segue, it's actually a 5 minute Segue will be the things that we first start on. Okay, so it always starts with good news from all of the meeting attendees for 5 minutes. Okay, so just get used to it. Even if there's nothing, well, just give any kind of a good news. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So next section is a personal story. I will share the screen here so that it's easier to keep track of the agenda. Okay. Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So have you joined the Notion board here?
Just
Yeah.
once, when, but
Okay.
it's not. I'm not using it.
Okay. So
Frequently.
if you join with us, then you will use Notion quite extensively because it's our primary project management tool other than GitLab. Okay, so let's start with, okay, after this is a personal story and professional story. I think you have done a bit with the professional story one. So let's start with your personal story. So tell me a little bit about your personal self, personal goals, life values. Okay, please start.
My personal stuff. Uh, my personal self. Yeah. My personal interest is uh, my interest is in this field is machine learning things and data science. Currently I just since my second year, like I talked before, currently my interest is on that, and then my hobbies is I love photography, and sometimes
Photography,
when
wow.
yes, or but it's just not the professional one. It's just my hobby is to take a photo whenever I going out and see something that looks aesthetic for me, and also in my spare time, sometimes I am watching Korean drama and
Okay, me too.
YouTube. Yeah, oh, you're right, sir. What kind of Korean drama, sir?
Well, the one who the primary actress usually cries for several days or something.
Oh, yeah.
What Korean
Lately,
drama are you watching right now?
uh, yesterday I watched the Itaewon class, and it was the first time because a lot of people talking about it. They
Mm-hmm.
like thought it is a really good Korean drama,
Mm-hmm.
and then I watch it, and I am
Mm-hmm.
agree with them because in that
Mm-hmm.
Korean drama has a meaningful value, I think.
Okay, so
The
what is the title?
Itaewon Class,
Ita
Itaewon,
Taiwan. Is it correct?
Itaewon, yeah, class,
Class.
yeah,
Oh, Taiwan class. Okay,
yeah.
nice. Oh, this one.
Yeah,
Okay, that's good.
that's really inspiring for me
Mm-hmm.
because the first character is really trying to working so hard to achieve his dream, even
Mm-hmm.
uh, on his environment saying that you will fail or not, even not really uh, really mendukung the first character, but the first characters just keep going and make a lot of movement
Mm-hmm.
and always to learn even from the small thing.
Okay.
And for the like my favorite book, usually I read uh books that is kind of novel
Mm-hmm.
novels like
Indonesian or
that
English?
Indonesian, sir. It
Mm.
is. Usually, I read the books from Terelie,
Really?
and
Okay.
also
So very
yeah,
romantic
sometimes
ones. Heartbreaking
yeah.
stories.
Yes. But actually, it is not really not about romantic at all, sir.
Oh, really?
They
I
is
thought his books are more about love and romance and so on.
for the book like Negeri Para Berdeba or Negeri in Ujung Tanduk.
Okay.
I don't think that there is a really much of
Mm.
romantic stories there.
Oh, I see.
Uh,
Okay.
uh, and also, uh, more, uh, sometimes I read like a journal, but that's just when I doing my assignment.
Mm.
So not really frequently. Actually, sometimes whenever people recommend me to read books about personal improvement.
Mm.
Uh, Sometimes I'm trying to read that too, but uh, because it is a little bit hard for me to read in English. For the last year, I just I I just make myself uh more more terbiasa on the reading English book, and I just started that habit. So on the last year, I have a difficulty in the read a book with
Mm.
English page. So sometimes I cannot finish the book yet, but
Mm.
uh, actually they also have a really good stories. Like the one I still read it is the Courage to Be Disliked.
Mm.
That is more to psychology book. And
Mm.
also my goals my goals is just uh having a good life,
Having a good life.
yes, having a good life, and also learn more
What is
about
good life? I mean, having a palace or a castle with a
good
gentleman
life.
in a white horse with a
For
prince.
me it is when I as if like financially stable, and also having a good friends that uh always want to achieve achieve thing together.
Mm-hmm.
And what is it again? I think that's just what can I share to you, sir.
Okay. And how about you and your family? You the how many brothers and sisters do you have? And
Oh,
where are you
uh, I
from?
I'm from Lampung. It
Mm-hmm.
is uh, on the Sumatra. Usually, when I say I'm from Lampung, people always say, "Wow, that's so far away." And
Mm-hmm.
the actually, it is just like when you going to the Jakarta and you take
Mm-hmm.
a ship,
Mm-hmm.
so then you arrive in Lampung. It is not really far away. And
Mm-hmm.
then uh, I I have a little brother, and
Mm-hmm.
he is on his junior high school right now.
So you are the
And
oldest
also,
child?
yeah,
Mm.
I'm the oldest one.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
it.
I think that's, yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank you. And okay, next one is a professional story. Some of them you have already mentioned before. And okay, so let's just go to what are your strong skills and how do you see yourself in the next few years?
Mm. My strong skills, um, um, for the personal skills, I say, like I said before, I can, I have a problem solving skills, and also communicative, and also um, I love to analyze things, and also for the programming skills, uh, maybe it is a Python, SQL, the
Mm,
basic HTML or CSS, and then C++, and a little bit of code igniter, also Laravel, and
mm,
then where I see myself on the next year or the 5 years, sir.
yeah, just in the future, what are your plans?
Oh, my plans after I graduate, I will uh maybe um, I will work first for the like 2 years, and after that I want to take postgraduate,
Mm,
and
really?
also after that,
Postgrad in AI again or some
yeah, I
other?
think so, sir.
Okay.
And after that, I still working again, and uh, I want to uh, become uh, and maybe I want to sharing my knowledge, and also my experience through like discussion or forum, or
Mm,
being an narasumber on the event.
mm.
And
Okay, so you want to be an AI celebgram.
yeah, yeah, you can say it like that, sir.
Okay. Mhm. Okay. So after you've
And
graduate master, how what do you see yourself as?
is it like placing myself? Um, after I graduate for my master degree, I would say myself is more 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 my career path is already defined clearly. Like I already know what I really want to do about my my life, and
Mm.
also uh it, but yeah, like that.
Okay.
I couldn't see much.
Okay. So any plans like you want to be a lecturer or you want to be a researcher or work at
Oh,
that R&D department or something or just
uh,
become a housewife?
uh,
Any other?
uh, after finishing my master
Mm,
degree, I right now I think about become a lecturer,
okay.
and but I'm not really sure yet about that.
Okay.
Either I want to become a lecturer or want to still working on the company or
Okay.
startup.
All right. Okay. So why do you want to join Lovia?
Uh, I want to join Lovia because um, I want to expand my skills and also trying to implement what I already learned in the university. And
Mm-hmm.
uh, Lovia is give me that that change to join and also expand expand my skills more, and also
Mm-hmm.
mm,
Okay. So, but there are other companies. Why Lovia? Lovia have a very small company compared to other like the bigger or better companies.
um, because uh, for me it is okay to start it from the small thing, and a lot of people also uh, start it from the small, and when we are really uh, serious and um, want to learn, always learn, and we can be uh, mm,
Okay. So you want a place to learn and grow yourself.
yeah,
Okay. So thank you for applying to us. So next part is the brief about the company. Well, I show you what Lovia is about and what is our company vision. Okay, is it okay with you?
Okay, sir.
Okay, so for about the vision, this is actually still work in progress. Can you see my screen now? Can I
Yes,
open
sir.
this page? Okay, so uh, first we have our core values. It's still being finalized, but I think two of the core values that we really want to signify is very important is being empathetic and continuous self-improvement. So at any for the continuous self-improvement one, at any point in time, we always try to improve the company, our processes, and also our team members. And by being empathetic, we help people first, and we try because we're actually a counseling company, so we have to understand what it's like to be in another person's shoes. Okay, and our values are very inspired by HubSpot and GitLab. They are two of the best companies to work for in the world, by Fortune magazine, by Inc. magazine. And Lovia isn't yet ranked as one of the best companies to work for in the world, but we're getting there. And all three, including Lovia, are remote companies. So everyone can work from all around the world. And previously, we've had freelancers from Philippines, from Europe, and even currently at this point, we have a team member, Indonesian team member that are working from Azerbaijan. So all of our processes are designed to be remote, and especially in this COVID-19, we will not have any on-site activities. But even after the COVID-19 is gone, I mean, uh, our primary activities will be remote, and only some of them will be on site. Okay, so that's about our core vision. And our focus is we strive to be a professional counseling that is available anytime, anywhere, and personalized for our customers. So in order to realize that focus, we have several products. Uh, our primary product is Lovia. Actually, our primary product is still in development. Our secondary product is actually already running for several years, and that is Miluf, or you can open it at satukancinta.com. It's a love and marriage counseling for couples. And Lovia itself is a personal life counseling and also career development services. And we also have another brand, Solufas. It's a chat app. It's the chat app that we also use for our internet communication, but we also use that to communicate with our customers, as that is the core functionality of the business, is to communicate with our customers. So we like to invest more to develop the app, the chat application, and also to provide it to other businesses that needs a chat platform. Okay, so that's a quick overview of the vision. And the 10-year target is that by 2030, we plan to have 1.3 billion monthly recurring revenue with 8% of customer churn. So only 8% of our customers uh, delete their account or unsubscribes per month. And we'd like to have team members from all over the world. We will have a 2 times gathering per year at a very nice place. Currently, we're planning to have yearly gathering. So the gathering will be around September or October or November. That will be also a annual planning, okay, annual planning we will get somewhere nice, all expenses paid by the company, hotels, accommodation, food, etc. And we get together, have some fun, and also to plan for the next year. Okay,
Okay.
so that's our plan. But in 10 years, our gathering should be twice a year, and it can happen anywhere on the world. So we can get together. Okay, let's go to Singapore together, or let's go to Thailand together, or to Japan together, and so on. Okay, and uh, we also will try to make all of our employees and team members work happily and always have a continuous self-improvement, and um, we'll try to have everyone growing uh, in the company and able to realize their passions and goals in life. Okay, so that's our company vision. And the products and services, as I've shared before, and there is a methodology that we use to run the company, and it's called EOS. Okay, EOS is Entrepreneurial Operating System. It's called EOS abstraction. There are 6
Okay.
things in EOS, and it starts with a vision. So that's why vision is the first things that I am sharing with you about the company. And the people, we strive to have the right people at the right seats. And one of the things that will be visible to you early on after the onboarding phase is that we have a, weekly meeting. Okay, we have a weekly L10 meeting with a defined agenda. Okay, so we have issues and we have a formal process to resolve these issues called the weekly L10 meeting. Okay, this is based on EOS, and we also have scorecards. So in the data part, so that means each team member has their own performance indicator called scorecards, and it's updated every week. So everybody knows their performance, everybody knows what the expectations of their work in their division or their team. And when we get together to a meeting, we can discuss the issues and solve the problems. So,
Okay.
okay, this is the overview of EOS. You can, if you are interested in leadership things, you can read more about EOS. I think it's a very excellent framework. Okay, and the next one is that we have several collaboration tools that helps you to do the work at Lovia. We have SSO, FusionAuth, that we use to log into all of our services. So you need to remember one password,
Oh.
and it can be used for other services as well. And we have About Lovia. This is the website that I am showing you right now. It's still visible, right? Okay.
Yeah, it's
And
okay.
About Lovia, it's not a read-only website. There is a handbook here where all processes are visible. And if you had noticed, this website is actually public, so everyone can look at how we run the business. Obviously, private and credential secret things are not here, but generally, we are a very open company. And it's not read only, all team members are encouraged and expected to contribute to this documentation. And we also have Notion. Notion is the project management that we use. For example, there is calendar, there is Kanban boards, and also there are, and the ones at Notion are private, it's not for public consumption. And we also have a chat. We also have a chat. Am I opening the chat here? Okay, so basically we have a chat application that we use to communicate with other team members. And we also use the chat app to communicate with our customers. And we use GitLab for our source code for our continuous integration and continuous delivery infrastructure. For hosting, we use AWS and Kubernetes and DigitalOcean. And we also use Cawemo and Camunda for PPMN. So you have seen Camunda before. We are very intensive PPMN user. So it's not just for technical stuff. So PPMN is also used for describing and documenting our processes. So for example, this is the internship application workflow. So even if this is not completely an automated workflow, but using this, you can see the uh, general process or workflow of the internship. Okay, so for example, previously you apply by email, and then we consider the application, and the people ops is in charge of considering the application. And after that, if you're accepted, then we can get the pre-onboarding schedule. And now we are doing the pre-onboarding here. Okay, so you can already see where we go from here, right? So after the pre-onboarding, the manager, me, will upload the recording, and then I will also send a contract that you sign, and then we schedule an onboarding meeting for the onboarding meeting, and then internship will start. Okay, for the onboarding phase. So this is a nice tool so to get everyone on the same page regarding any kind of process. So there is no ambiguity or who does what, who is responsible for what, because it's there in the process. If the process changes, then that means the documentation must be changed also. So we don't want knowledge to be just in the head. Of course, it must be in the head, but also the knowledge must be written in the documentation. So not only you that knows about some knowledge, but everyone else can also learn and to agree on the same page about something. Okay, that's the reason why we have a PPM in here and the documentation. Okay, so I guess that's it about the company brief. Any question about that part?
Um, uh, on the onboarding, we talking about the what kind of things are.
Okay, actually you can see the onboarding process right below there, but this is not that. Basically onboarding is just to get you started, how you can get started productively as soon as possible. Okay, so that's the onboarding. We are now at pre-onboarding, where I confirm the things that we are offering to you and whether you agree or not. Okay, so that's the pre-onboarding. After that, you sign the contract, and then there will be an onboarding, and then the real start of the internship. Okay, does that answer your question?
For the internship, the minimal time for doing it is 3 months or what, sir?
Okay, so actually this is flexible. I would say that generally in most, if you look at most universities, they have like a kerja praktek or internship where it should be like at least 1.5 months, right? Yeah, I think I generally agree that at minimum it should be like 1.5 month or maybe 1.5 month or 2 months. Okay, so 3 months is probably the usual time. Okay, the usual duration, but it can be shorter or it can be longer because the internship is not full time. Okay, it's part time. It's designed to be able to be performed even if you are still studying, and there are no like hard expectations or hard punishments if you do not miss if you miss your targets or something, but we do track, so we do measure the progress. However, the actions when the progress is missed is not enforced, okay, because it's an internship, it's not a full-time position. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So what's your plan?
Okay.
Well, what do you plan? When do you plan to start the internship, and for how long?
Mm, maybe from the second week of May, and
The second week of May. Okay.
yeah,
Mhm.
it is for like the university said it is 1.5 month until 2 months.
Mhm. Okay. So one and a half months or 2 months?
Yeah, until the uh, I'm still not deciding yet.
Okay. Okay. So because we have to decide that before the contract, but and do you
Oh,
plan to use the internship as your kerja praktek or just a different internship?
uh, as kerja praktik, sir.
Okay, I have to remind you that if you intend to use the internship as kerja praktek, there are formal administrative requirements that you have to do
Mm-hmm.
with the university, and
Mm-hmm.
I will not be reminding you about that. So please take care of it yourself. If you need any kind of documentation or information, just ask me. Okay, but
Okay, sir.
I will not be handling it. You are responsible for all of the necessary administration. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but just ask me and I will provide the things that you need from the administration things.
Mm. Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, so that's all about the company brief. Any other question?
Uh, that's enough, sir.
Okay, so the next part is the seat brief. So this is what the position that I'm offering you. So I guess I should open the wait. Okay. Okay, can you see the chart here?
Not yet, sir. Uh,
Okay, let
yes,
me-
I already see this chart.
okay. Okay, so this is the accountability chart. I'll show you the position. So we'll start from, okay. So we have a visionary here. It's currently me, and the visionary is in charge of the vision of the company and big relationships, ideas, and general direction of the company, research and development, getting investors to this company. And the visionary
Mm-hmm.
works together with the integrator. Externally, integrator is usually called CEO, and the CEO is in charge of leading and managing the company and team members. And integrator has very high accountability requirements. Uh, the integrator handles the profit and loss, making sure the business is profitable and remove obstacles, issues, and more of logic. Okay, so the integrator is held by the chief operations officer. Currently, this is also me to handle the operations, and the chief financial operations officer to handle the finance and legal and infrastructure stuff, which is also currently me, and the chief marketing officer that handles how to get new customers, new leads, new prospects, and to convert them to sales. and also in charge of the monthly recurring revenue. And the chief marketing officer is also currently me. So my plan is that you are joining the team of operations, and in the operations there is a MILF application. So the MILF application is for love and marriage counseling and matchmaking for users. And the proposed position is for matchmaking recommendations engineer. So what we have here is that users can like or dislike other users. So we are getting this data about user preferences, and the potential here is to use some kind of collaborative filtering algorithm, so that if you have a new member, after the new member likes or dislikes other people or their members, then the system can make recommendations. Okay, it's similar to what you see at e-commerce applications. Okay, when you sign up and then you see like product recommendations. Okay, you have already bought maybe you bought a new phone there, and then then it gives you recommendation. Okay, maybe you need a power bank, maybe you need a charger, maybe you need a what do you call it, the case, and so on and so on. Okay, so this works on the similar use case that currently the recommendations are handled by human staff. So there is a potential here that the recommendations can be handled by automated algorithm. So we can also offer that as a good feature, so that we can charge users for the feature, for these recommendations. Okay. So my question would be, are you interested in this position, or you have another idea?
Is it it's like building a recommender system?
Yeah, exactly. It's
like
a
that.
recommender system. Yeah.
It is based on the chatbot. What's the item that we
No.
recommend to user?
Okay, so it's at this point I don't see a way to integrate with the chatbot. Not, at least not at this point. Maybe later, user can do that. Maybe like user asks, please find me a good girl or good boy or a good man, and then the chatbot can ask questions and then recommend. But perhaps at this point, it's more like we already have, because we already have the data. We already have the data, and the goal is to make a recommendation algorithm from that data, and then the user can get that information by logging in to the application or website, and then it will be shown as recommendations. Maybe there is a new page for like recommendations, and then it will show, because we have about 200,000 users from all over Indonesia and the world, and if we can show recommendations, that will be a good feature and a good service for them. Or are you more interested in a chatbot related task?
No, sir, I'm not really interested in the chatbot.
Okay.
This one is so interesting because I also take a recommender system course in the university, so I think it is still related to what I have learned before.
Okay, so
but it is but I have never been used the collaborative filtering
Mm-hmm.
for
Mm-hmm.
users. So
But never
it,
used is a problem.
it is still accurate for me to learn it through the process. Hmm?
Yeah, of
Sorry,
course.
sir?
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's okay to never do it, but then the question is whether you want to learn it.
yeah. Yes, sir. I want to
Okay.
take that,
Okay.
this
Or
position.
or do you have any other idea of the things that maybe you want to do or your contribution?
Uh, for me, it is, I, I, I haven't have a new idea yet, sir.
Okay. So even if this is your initial role, but if maybe like after 2 weeks or maybe after 1 month you say that this is not an interesting task, as an intern you can request or propose to change the role. Okay, but you need to work, you need to be able to participate, and okay, suggest, okay, so what kinds of other roles that you are proposing. Okay, because uh, as we are a company, then all of the roles must be towards a business goal. Okay, so this is I have to say it's different than
Yes,
a
sir.
pure research or academic project. For example, in academic project, so your goal is to like get like high accuracy, or maybe you write a report. That's also a good thing. But if you can see here, okay, this one is a wrong one, right? Okay, I guess I have to say it here. Okay, a number of recommendations, yeah, per week. Okay. Okay, so let's see. So yeah, so that's why you are get confused by the chatbot thing. So these are the things that we measure the performance, the number of generated recommendations per week. So how many users are using the recommendation system per week? Okay, so if it's 0, then that means the feature is not yet deployed to the application. Okay, so one of the targets is to get the system deployed before your internship ends, because then we will need to know the feedback from our users. Okay, and then we also measure the
Okay, sir.
usual measures like accuracy, precision, F1 score, and recall. And then the feature time to market. So feature time to market is the number of days needed for the feature to be discussed. Okay, let's do this. And the feature can be used by the users. How many days does it take? And the last one is sprint velocity. Sprint velocity simply means the number of progress that you do on the task in GitLab. Okay, so that's it about the seat
Yes, sir.
position, roles, and responsibility. Is there any question, or you still want to change to another position?
No, sir, it's already good.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Any question about this task?
Uh, I think it's already clearly enough, sir.
Okay. Okay, that's nice. So after this, I will get to, because actually we are already running out of time at this point. Okay. During the internship, you will need to sign a non-disclosure agreement. So that means that all of the data is private, confidential. You are not allowed to share with anyone else. However, we are very open about many things. As you can see, our documentation is open. And actually, if you want to like share the algorithm with other people, that is okay. If you want to write a paper and publish in a conference, that is okay. However, the data is private. Okay, so because you will be handling uh, user data that might be private. Also, although we try to anonymize as much as possible
Yes,
with
sir.
the data. Okay,
Okay.
and as you can also see, we are also recording. Uh, all of our meetings are recorded, and majority of our meetings are published and can be viewed in public in our YouTube channel, Lovia Team. Okay, so other people can learn from us as well.
Yes,
Okay,
yes, sir.
so
I
next
have.
part is benefits and facilities. Okay, so although in this internship, this is not a paid internship, however, you get benefits and facilities uh, that is available for all team members, including interns. So time and attention, you will get weekly one-on-one mentoring, both during a level 10 meeting and also additional dedicated mentoring session. And if there are on-site events or meetings, there will be meals. And for the training, the primary training is the Lovia handbook. These are not read-only. If you have improvements, you please make suggestions or make edits and improve our handbook. So this side is the handbook. We also have premium tutorials from Touch Plus, from Skilljet, and data-driven courses. And if you need books or courses or learning resources and they need to pay, please just ask, go get it. We will expense and compensate for the payment. Okay. And we also have resources. We can give unlimited usage of premium stock photos, videos, music, templates, etc. at Envato Elements and 2020. We also have a Canva Pro account, and we also have real world data sets. Of course, these are under NDA. Okay. What's going on with this? And the technology, we can provide compute, storage, databases, as AAS services, continuous integration and delivery in GitLab, AWS, and Kubernetes. Okay, so any question about the benefits and facilities here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so next is the last Q&A. So, okay, so do you have any question about the internship benefits, responsibilities, and so on?
Schedule. Uh, schedule. For the progress on the project that we take,
Mm,
it is we should uh, we should report it per weeks
mm.
or
Yes. Okay. So there is a weekly one-on-one meeting. Okay. There is a weekly one-on-one meeting that starts at the same time and should end at the same time as well. So how we do is that we do a score. We fill a scorecard. The scorecard is like
uh,
this. Okay. Scorecard is like this one. Oh, it's already open here. Okay, so we have a scorecard here. So you fill in your numbers and then you go to a meeting where the meeting has a uh, predefined structure. So, okay, so can I see it? Level 10 meeting agenda. Okay, okay, maybe this one. Okay, so this is the structure of the level 10 meeting. We have check-in, report the scorecard, report the rock updates, headlines, to-do list, and then we discuss the issues, and then we wrap up. So this is the general structure of the level 10 meeting that we are going to do every week. Okay, so all of the progress and handling problems, bug, technical stuff is in GitLab. But then we also have a weekly 90-minute meeting for the brainstorming session and so on. So that's how we do things. Does that answer your question?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, is there any more question?
No.
Okay, so thank you. And I'm going to conclude our pre-onboarding meeting. We are actually, we're actually like 30 minutes, more than 30 minutes, yeah, almost 1 hour late. Yeah. The next thing that we will do is that I will send you the contract. Okay, so we'll start on second week of May, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So
It's on the 4th, 4th.
For May.
May.
Okay. So I will send you the contract. It will start at May 4th, 2020, and then you signed it. And after you sign it, and we will schedule an onboarding session at the time that both of us can attend. And okay, from there, we can start the internship and discuss the technical stuff and so on.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so okay, that's it for the end of the meeting. So thank you very much for applying at Lovia, and I hope in the coming weeks that you will be happy with us, and we are also be happy with you, and we can all grow and have a good experience.
Yes, thank you too, sir, for having me in this interview in your company.
Okay, thank you. Good day. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.